It's me again. Solo the love God, solo the glow, solo the chosen one, solo Gucci speaks, and I'm back here again with another banger. You don't know how we all doing. I trust we're all doing well on our spiritual awakening journey. Shout out to my kings, shout out to my friends, shout out to my body bros. I want to use this opportunity to, say a very big welcome to my new subscribers, my new kings in the house. You're welcome to the family, welcome to the flow, okay, welcome to the mood. And I want to say my old subscribers, those who are genuinely connected to the family, who are genuinely connected to this channel. I love you guys. The love is deep. I love you guys so much. Um, Body Bros, what we talk about in this channel is real. What we talk about semen retention and you retaining your sexual energy, you retaining your power, you retaining your essence as a man is real. On semen, we're not playing here. We're not joking here. There are great and mighty things that are going to happen to you on this journey that's going to let you know that yes, you're on the right path, you are doing the right thing. The universe, angels, God Almighty Himself is very, very proud of you. And as a result, there are going to be beautiful and wonderful signs that you are going to experience on this journey that's going to keep on encouraging you. Yes, I know we have our challenging times. We have our times whereby it seems as if things are very, very difficult for us. Whereby yes, the hate comes, the rejection comes. It seems as if we are lonely. It seems as if family and friends, desert us. And so on and so forth. But on this journey as chosen ones, as the 1% club, as the black sheep of the family and the society, we also have our good moments. Are you with me? And the good moments I want to share with us in this video are things that are happening to me, you know, um, recently. And I felt like I should switch on the camera and discuss, some of these things with us because I know that it's going to encourage us out there. Are you with me? So the first thing you're going to recognize, and it's happening to me right now, is that you're going to have less appetite for food and you're going to have more energy to do work. Are you with me? I remember back then I used to love eating, I used to love food. Kings, I used to love football. As I started retaining for a reasonable amount of time, I realized that mostly in the morning, that's mostly breakfast period, I can stay in the morning, I can stay for a very, very long period of time because I actually teach. I'm a teacher, and the work I do requires strength. It's not easy to be teaching. You sometimes you're shouting on the top of your voice, especially here in Africa where you're dealing with stubborn children and so on and so forth. You have to raise your voice, you have to shout, you have to, do you understand? So most of the time you have to stand for hours, you have to move from one class to the other. Like teaching work is very, 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 very stressful. Are you with me? But I noticed that holding this energy inside of me has given me the ability for me to maximize my energy very well. I can stay for hours teaching, shouting, moving from one place to the other without practically having to put anything in my stomach. Like I've actually noticed that on this journey, like if you add fasting to it, you are really, really going to benefit a lot from it because I've noticed that once I'm done eating, or was I eat or I drink something, I notice it kind of makes me weak and it makes me lazy. But on cement retention, if you're on cement retention with a genuine mind and a genuine heart and a genuine spirit, you're going to realize that the more you retain, are you with me? The more you go on this journey, especially with all your heart, with all your mind, through meditation, through fasting and all, you're going to realize that it's not as if you're not going to be hungry, but you're going to realize that you can still stay, for hours. You can stay a very, very long period of time without eating, and you will still have so much energy, more than people who eat or drink. That's the first one. And the second one is that you look and you age gracefully. You look longer than your age. You know, you look younger than your age, or you age gracefully, and that is true. Chosen ones, I get compliments of people telling me, you're a young boy, you're still a small boy and all that. Like even at my place of work, People see me, they call me the baby of the house, or baby of, it's a way of complimenting me for being the youngest teacher where I work. Are you with me? Because most of the people who I work with are mostly elderly people. Are you with me? So when they see me, they're always like baby of the house, the youngest teacher. Even my students, are you with me? My students have a way of always complimenting me. Sometimes they tell me the most handsome teacher in the school, the most handsome teacher in our school. That like you can feel the young energy. You are vibrant. You're young. You're sweet. You're handsome. On this journey, on your seed retention journey, you're going to be handsome. You're going to be cute, and that's because you're no longer spilling your minerals. You're no longer spilling your proteins. Are you with me? You are keeping your nutrients inside of you. I'm not, bro. I promise you, your body is going to maximize every bit of that nutrient. That's why you get the glow, you get the freshness. Something happened to me earlier this morning. When I came to school, I saw one of my colleagues, and he's a man like me, but he's way older than me, like, well advanced, but he's also a young man. So he was like, wow, you're looking so fresh, that kind of a thing. I started smiling. I was like, is God's doing. I'm just packaging myself. I don't have any money or anything. It was like, it's a lie. You are lying. You have money. So the more you have money, and that's the thing. Like, genuinely, you don't really have money, but when people look at you, they think that you're rich. They think you're wealthy, and I don't blame them. And that's because you're rich spiritually. In the realms of the spirit, you're very, very rich. And as it is in the spirit realm, so is it going to be also in the physical realm, because you are a god in the spirit realm, you are a king. So what you and the spiritual will always control the physical. So it's just that your wealth is yet to come, but just know that you are a king or you are a prince in the realms of the spirit. So I'm not surprised when I come out, even when I'm not with any money, or there's no money in my bank account, people still see me as a rich person. I'm not surprised. So you're going to age graciously. And most times people don't. For example, I'm 30 years old now, and people don't even believe that I'm 30. They see me as a teenager. They see me as somebody who is still in his early 20s. So it's just grace anyway. So the third thing again that I've noticed is that on this journey, it will be very, very easy for you to heal from heartbreaks or from disappointments. Bloody bro, let me give you a secret. If you want to be able to move on from a heartbreak, if you're dating a woman now, right now, or in a relationship, or you intend to be in a relationship with a woman in the future, I'm going to advise you, keep it senseless, guys. Retain throughout that relationship. No matter how horny you get, no matter how tempted you are to want to have XCS with her or get intimate with her, keep it to yourself. I'm telling you, because when you actually do it with her, when you release that seed with that girl, and that girl breaks up with you, you're going to find it very, very hard to move on. I swear, you're going to find it very, 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 very hard to move on, because you are going to be emotionally tied to that person. You are going to be so tied, even when that person is not good enough for you. It's going to be very, very hard for you to want to leave that person. And that is why the Bible encourages us that we should leave that part. We should leave the sexual part until we are married. The only person that we're supposed to have XES with, or that we're supposed to share our seed with, our soul, our body, and our spirit with, is with our wives. So if you're not married, stay away from XES. If you're married, of course, remain faithful to your married partner. So you're going to discover that on this journey is going to be very, 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 very easy for you to move on swiftly. Like, is like the way you're going to move on, is going to be very, very easy for you to heal. What would have taken you like 6 months, 3 months, a year, or even years to forget about, in just a week, in few weeks, you're going to find yourself moving on. Why? Because you're already full. You never needed her in the first place to complete you. She was only a bonus in your life. She was not the main thing. You had a purpose, you had a vision, you had yourself, you had God. You were already full. Are you with me? So when she came in, you didn't empty yourself, which was having healthy years we have.